Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how the online business landscape or coaching industry, service providing, digital product, digital marketing landscape is realistically changing at a very rapid pace. And you can either adapt or you can get buried and get outworked and outperformed by people who have a portion of your skill sets or a portion of your knowledge and your expertise, because we are in a season in online business right now where we can literally provide the highest level of transformation service, tailor-made type of stuff at a fraction of the time, which we've never been able to do to this degree, for relatively this cheap, whether we're talking about from a financial perspective or even from a time perspective. Now, the example that I'm going to reference for you guys today, and I'll even actually just build something in real time on this call with you, uh, is the reality of the space that we're playing in right now. You have AI that is moving so fast; it's absolutely impressive. It's scary. You have half the people who are super excited for it, and then half the people that are super nervous for it. But I honestly believe that this is where the online business space is really going to start to evolve over the next few years. Because buying generic shit, buying generic, plug and play programs that give you a copy and paste of your someone else's business that you just model and emulate and you kind of build their version of business is honestly going to become a thing of the past, because you can literally create custom GPTs, custom AI agents to literally just build completely tailor-made businesses to the individuals that you're working with. So instead of a, coaching program where you get on and people ask you questions and they're like, "Hey, tell me what to do." It's more of a build in tandem, right? We are building your definition of success, your online business, to your visions, your plans, your expertise, your knowledge, everything that you can possibly imagine, because you can virtually start cloning yourself, the services you provide, your areas of expertise, and what you do into custom GPTs, custom AI that literally lets you increase workload without actually increasing the amount of time that it takes for you to do this. Now, we just started doing this pretty religiously inside of our business over the last couple months. Full transparency, I'm still an AI baby. I'm not the most experienced or knowledgeable person of AI, because I honestly never even logged into ChatGPT until about March, which is about 3 months ago. And we were very AI resistant, right? I thought it was bland. I thought it watered down your brand. I thought it did all of these different things to actually negatively impact your business. But realistically, I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to train it. So again, I'm not talking about opening a GPT account and feeding it surface level stuff and like, "Hey, give me a content plan," and it has no context. AI is purely an amplifier that will amplify either your shitty broken business or amplify your business that is already working. So it is really going to level up the people who are actually good at what they do, and the people that are, providing services to their clients, or whatever type of business model you have. If you're a service provider who runs paid ads for local businesses, it's going to allow you to generate right campaigns for these clients, meaning you can actually start onboarding more and more clients without actually increasing your workload, which we've been able to do, right? We've just started recently running an offer where we have clients come to us, they pay us, they fill out a form. It gets their story, their business ideas, their niche, their industry, what they're doing, goals, plans, etc. And then we build them a complete business plan, from actually writing out a sellable offer for them to sell. Number two, we write them a script and an outline for a mini course that they can literally put in their community. They can put on a YouTube channel that just kind of sells their product for them 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. And then thirdly, we just create tailor-made personalized content plans. Now, if we weren't using some hybrid of AI, we would literally be spending hours and hours and hours doing this for every single client. So we had to charge a crazy price tag, or we had to seriously throttle the number of people that we were letting come in, because it would negatively impact the experience for our customers, right? Like, if we sell 30 people this done for you service and we can only really effectively deliver to 5 people, those other 25 people are going to be kind of screwed, right? So reality of it is like we have trained custom GPTs to think like us, write like us, create offers like us, map out content plans like us, coach our mentees exactly like we do when people pay us and like we've been doing for years. And it's gave us the ability to actually offer a higher level of service to our clients for a fraction of the cost, not only on our time, but actually their finances. We're in this season of online business and digital marketing where you can essentially start creating these very valuable personalized experiences for your customers uh, in a fraction of the time, right? And again, I'm not talking about super bland, generic, digital product that is created with GPT and doesn't really help your customers with anything. Um, but it's essentially creating these custom AI projects or custom GPTs that your clients can either use or you can use them for yourself inside of your own business and actually training them to think like you, create like you, write like you, essentially be you, and start removing different workloads off of your plate and creating leverage, right? Creating the ability to provide a better service to your customers, to your clients, and without having to increase your prices by 10 times or without having to, give generic bland stuff. You can have the ability to literally tailor things to your customers, and which is something we've never been able to do before. It's like, hey, here's this done for you business, but realistically, the done for you business is like, just a copy and pasted template that you used in your own business, which obviously works to a degree, but now it's like we can provide done for you type business models, done for you type services to clients that are actually customized. And then you can actually start building things in tandem with your clients to emulate this in their own business, create workflows for their own business that make it easier for them to actually show up and realistically no questions about what they're doing, right? Like we're in a era in business right now where information is not a sexy angle to sell products. Like information's everywhere. Anybody with a chat GPT account can open their account and ask it something and it will give them information. It will give them a business plan, whether that business plan works or not. But this is what is going to realistically create a huge gap from the people that don't have success and do have success, because the people who are having success are virtually going to be able to encapsulate themselves into custom AI projects, into custom AI, and they're essentially going to be able to just give this away for pennies on the dollar, which they were probably usually charging, $10,000-$15,000 a year to have access to something like this prior. Hence the thumbnail. It is time to adapt or die. Use this in your business wherever you possibly can. Obviously, don't become extremely reliant on it or not give yourself permission to do anything in business unless you ask AI. But when used, it is an extremely powerful tool if you train it correctly, right? If you train it how to create content like you, think like you, know your brand, your mission, your story, what you actually do, how you help, etc. So I want to actually just run through this in real time. We had a client who just jumped into our done for you service. So I actually just want to kind of write an offer and run through the actual power of, these custom GPT type projects. In full transparency, a service like this and what we would usually do for clients like this, we had clients paying us, $8,500 a year, and we would do something like this for them. And now we're able to offer it to everybody who joins our actual coaching program, removing the biggest things and the biggest objections that our clients have had over the years. Like, I don't know what to sell. I don't know what type of content to promote. I don't know how to actually generate leads, grow my group, etc. We are just removing the objections right out of the gate because we're just doing it for them. So again, this is done by building custom projects, training your own AI. I don't have any things or trainings on that, so to speak. Again, I've only really done this in my own business. I'm not the AI guru, realistically, but I am going to run through what this looks like behind the scenes of actually taking our clients' ideas, putting it into an offer, mapping out a mini course for them, and then giving them an actual personalized content plan. Now, as I did mention on the beginning of this video, I will kind of run through the process of me utilizing a custom GPT we've built to formulate a complete plan, offer, etc. for the company they run, the business that they run. So we gave all of our clients a very in-depth form to fill out, right? The more logic that you guys can give AI, the better off it's going to be. Just like with our custom projects that we have on AI, it's not just like generic, you make people money, right? We have a master list of stuff that understands how we run business, what we do, our frameworks, our templates, our resources, and literally training uh, the GPTs to act like us, to understand our business, to know what we do and what we don't do, our business model, our plan, how we actually work with clients, right? So it's not just like signing up for GPT and being like, hey, write me a program. Like, you're probably not going to get very good results with that. But this is how we're personally using it. And I want to kind of actually run through what this looks like behind the scenes, because it's absolutely um, fascinating, right? Like, we can brand tone, messaging, personal story integration, lifestyle design and vision, sales, monetization vehicles, tech, platform inventory, final bits, right? Like, probably have about 65 questions that we have our clients fill out when they end up joining. And then we essentially just utilize this information to start crafting their offers and stuff. So I'll walk you guys through this process. So again, you're not going to be able to do this with just like a regular chat in ChatGPT. You have to build a custom project. This is a project specifically designed to act as us. I do have a handful of them over here, actually, right? I have punchy post creator, content writer. This is a one that will basically write content like me. I have a video creator, which essentially gives me ideas, topics, transcriptions, captions, and then everything from writing thumbnails for YouTube videos, etc. Like, I'm not utilizing it to replace me in business, but just accelerate or enhance certain pieces in business that we're already doing. So I'll use our custom DFY, client DFY, for this. So Mandy, right, and I usually just like to start the chat with that because that's what it names it. But then what I'm actually going to end up doing is going like this. Stop. I'm going to stop it because I don't want anything like that. So here is intake form. Now, in full transparency, like, we're not using this to be 100% of the way, like, copy and paste, ready to post, except for some of the content. We do spend a little bit more time, like, diving into the content for our clients. But we primarily use this for, getting, like, an offer for our client, like, 80% of the way done. And then we can come through and we can edit it, we can copy it, we can, go in and make tweaks, but it gives us the actual skeleton. So it's giving me different plans, right? So it's taking her intake form, current package. She's a social media marketing agent. She runs a management company, basically, where she does done for you content, content posting, etc., for local businesses. She charges $450 a month. So this is the Stays Cash Flow Anchor add-on. Done for you websites or simple landing pages when to offer. After trust is built, client expresses interested in growth. $2,000 per build. We can also add something in. I was just talking to her before this. We can actually end up doing a ad service as well if she wanted. And then we got like a community offer, audience, beginner who feel fine, overwhelmed, nothing to post. Get your content started in 5 days. Okay. So it's giving me some good skeletons. Done for you, done with you strategy, website building. All right. Let's start looking with the offer. So telling it, hey, let's start with the offer creation process for one of their packages around Um, content posting and done for you services, we're also tiered to be different levels. Um, so again, this is all trained to write and understand how we create offers the same way we've written offers and taken Google Docs to $1 million. Um, okay. Okay, and I'm going to change this a bit. Let's lean heavy into the angle of being a business owner who knows the power of social media, but doesn't have time to create content. Okay. So trying to get clear on an angle for the actual offer, right? It's going to be a very big one for local business, right? Everybody knows the power of social media. They need to be on there, like etc. Um, but a business owner isn't going to have time if they're clocking 60 hours a week at their brick and mortar business. They're not going to have time to go spend hours every single day doing content. So okay, add-ons, extra reel, $50 each, content calendar, session, profile makeover, $150. Okay, let's copy and paste framework. And okay. Okay, so in a matter of a couple minutes, I have 80% of an offer ready to send for a client, right? Like completely tailored to their business, right? This is all about like I don't run an agency. I don't run a content done for you content service for local businesses. That's what our client does. They already have clients. It's including results and testimonials from her posts, from her intake form. It's breaking it down into different packages, right? We were just talking about increasing prices or creating a different tiered structure, right? Um, so, like a completely tailored offer done in a matter of minutes, right? So I will put this in her folder. And then we'll move on to the next step, right? Now, obviously, we'll end up going back and forth with her on this, and fine tuning it, getting it to the point where she's ready to send it, or she wants to actually launch this offer, because it doesn't have to be. Again, it's a tailored approach, right? So just because we have this idea for an offer doesn't mean it's exactly what she wants to do. And we could change directions and pivot from there. Obviously changing a little bit of the formatting, making it not look like it was written with AI is something I will probably go back and do. Right. Not that it matters, right? Honestly, people probably don't care if it was written with AI, as long as it's valuable, as long as it helps them. But this gives me a baseline to start from, instead of me opening up a blank Google document and being like, hey, I'm going to write your offer for you. I'm going to read this post. I'm going to read your intake form, and I'm going to start from complete scratch, blank canvas, use my brain power, something that I'm only able to do for a very limited number of clients, as we've done in the past. This gives me a starting point very fast, right? Which is insane, right? Things that we've never been able to do prior. So here's an offer skeleton. Okay. And again, the only reason that it's able to spit out an offer just like this, exactly how we write our own offers, is because we've trained it to do that, right? We gave it a bunch of examples of our actual offers, of documents that we've used to, take one of our products to $1 million, close sales, etc. So it has an idea of how we actually write offers, or even better yet, you can use a template. And I'll just run through another variation of what this actually looks like. So this is a copy and paste template that we gave to our community cash machine clients, which is inside of our community. So as an example, we have this copy and paste offer template on this, right? All about mapping out and creating your own offer. What you can actually do if you want it to be in a very specific way, I can copy and paste this, right? This is a offer template. We actually used this template to launch our done for you offer, which turned one post into $4,000 profit in 24 hours. And I'll give you an example of this. Recreate this offer following this template. Okay. So this will give them a little bit more of story-based stuff, right? So it'll give you a completely different variation. Yep. See? So give me another one. So like a completely different styled offer document. Right. I actually like this one a little bit better, if I'm being honest. A little bit more context, flows a little bit more better. Actually looks like how we would write offers a little bit more consistently, right? A little bit more story, a little bit more about where I was, why I created this, etc. That's how you're actually going to get people to buy into doing anything. And then tiering it out on pricing at the end, right? Starter package, growth package, most popular, premium package, right? So this is a really cool way that you guys can actually end up creating offers. It's like we run a coaching program that scales proximity, and it's anywhere from $250 a month all the way up to $1,000 plus per month. And basically the only difference is like more access, more one-to-one, more one-on-one calls, etc. So anytime you guys can centralize one offer into a tiered pricing plan, it's very powerful, because one, you don't burn out your work yourself by running 1, 2, 3, 4 different programs. It's like, hey, all of these different things are just in one product. They just all get something a little bit different, right? So that's offer skeleton V2. And obviously for YouTube purposes, I'm not going to come through and edit all of these. But I just want to kind of highlight the power of what we have the ability to do in 2025 with coaching, service providing, business, like these are completely customized plans to your clients. And the people that have the ability to do this or create this process in their own business are going to be able to like create a huge gap in the level of services or outcomes you're able to provide for clients compared to just generic shit, right? So it's like the difference between you actually buying a coaching program who actually build you business, help you personalize your entire business, or charge you to be like, hey, yeah, just copy my content because that's how it works, right? So okay, based on the offers slash offer, let's start mapping out a mini course can use to pre-sell this offer and generate interest to their audience. Look at it. Mouse a cookie approach, right? Outcome, a free mini course needs to lead to an outcome but do it naturally. Okay, so let's start mapping out a mini course that they can use to pre-sell this offer and generate interest to their audience. Look at it from a give a mouse a cookie approach. The outcome for the free mini course needs to lead to an outcome that creates the problem the offer solves. So this is where a lot of people miss the mark in their business. It's like, hey, I'm going to show you how to do this in business, and then my offer is going to show you how to do the exact same thing, right? You need to look at the natural problem that gets created. And I'm not saying to intentionally create problems in their business, but like if I help you learn how to grow your audience by 1,000 members, the natural next problem is like, okay, well, now what do I do with those 1,000 people? How do I monetize this audience? How do I take my following from 1,000 to 10,000? Like, there is always going to be a next problem, and that is the most effective way to get people interested in your offer. Versus, let's say I run a little mini course. It's like, hey, this is how you build a custom GPT on how to write services or write offers and stuff, and then I give it to you for free, and then I'm like, hey, well, if you want to buy this thing that shows you exactly what I just showed you how to do for free, let me know. Like, it's not happening. Like, nobody's gonna want to buy, right? Because the immediate feeling is like, I just got that from you. I already have that. You just showed me how to do that. So I'm not saying to intentionally create problems, but you have to get clear on the offer that you're selling and then working backwards from that, because you don't want to like shoot yourself in the foot, so to speak, and just like give away all of the exact same stuff that you're trying to help people transform in their business. Like in our free group, I'll give you an example of this. Like, you can come into our business, into our free community. You can set up your business, you can grow your group, you can get content plans, etc., etc. Like, you can literally come into our community and start making money online. And then our first monetization pathway inside of the free community is if you want coaching, you want mentorship, and you want to learn how to actually turn your community into a automated sales machine, right? So how to create a mini course like this, how to craft an offer, and then launch in content plans, right? So the free group helps people build their business, set up their group, grow their group, and then the monetization is like, hey, do you want to monetize the group that we just helped you build? So it's the natural next step versus like, hey, we just showed you how to set up your business and grow your group. And if you want to grow your group even more, like, now you can pay us $950. Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? So something to be aware of when you are kind of outlining this inside of your own business. Here's a story-driven 5-day mini course. Okay. Free 5-day challenge to get you visible online, even if you don't know what to post. Perfect for small business owners, entrepreneurs. Okay. Why you're not posting and what it's not think. Cool. Perfect. Perfect. Love the flow. Full outline for each day. Okay, now give me okay. Yep. See, it's giving a lot of story. Again, it's because we've fed it logic and trained it to do this. Um, so content cliff. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna create two different variations for this. Again, and I'll use a template that we have. Right. Right. Mini course. I'm going to use another template that we have in our community cache machine, which is again a product inside of our free community. Let's go CCM. Day 2. Right here, community selling secrets. This is something that we've used very religiously inside of our business over the years. And it's honestly why we have been able to process thousands of sales online with products as much as $1,000 a month without taking a single sales call. Because we're very intentional with what we put inside of our group that gets people to the point of being ready to buy. Right. So let's see. This one, okay. The last one is a little bit more story driven, so I'm gonna do tactical focused with this. Okay, mini course flow. Okay, go back here. Perfect. Follow the structure I'm going to share and gear it towards business owners who are strapped for time but know the power of social media. Okay. Okay. So it's giving me a full outline. I don't have time. More hours. Yep. Okay, for the last day, let's go CTA. We generate more hand raisers. Okay, give me okay. That's course outline number 2. Okay. So we got two offer outlines, and I'm working on number two. Course outline. Now we're getting into the fun stuff. Okay. Now let's look at content plans. Perfect. Perfect. Let's roll on. All right. The goal: create attention, awareness, interest around 5-day challenge. Which then leads to more opportunities for them to create their stop 21 day. I'm gonna go ahead and use a template for this actually. Again, this is in the community cash machine inside of the group. Day 3, let's go to CCM. Day 3, launch and promotional strategies. Right, and this is all utilizing frameworks that we have used in our business for years. Right, so it's going to be harder to do this if you don't have your own stuff that has worked, or your own results, and your own templates, frameworks, resources, etc. Like, if you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm literally using templates that we have in our own business, or resources that we've used in our own business, to launch products, to launch offers, to create programs and coaching offers. Like, we're using our actual templates and frameworks to do this, right? So I'm actually going to create them again, 2 different variations for this. Phase 2, days 1 through 10. Okay, phase 1, use this launch framework. So if you notice, it's giving daily post prompts, agendas, 5 to 7 days before the drop. Mini course drop 5 days. Give tangible wins, build belief, seed the offer. Phase 3, push. Okay. So we got that. That's a skeleton for a content calendar or launch plan. Now let's write okay. Okay, so yeah, this is getting even deeper. Right, hook options. I shut down my business right when it started to take off. When you burn out before you sail, real talk, I almost quit. Tell a story of your dad's illness, shutting down and restarting. Emphasize I don't need another. I needed space, clarity, and a simpler path. Right, day 2, you don't need to post every day to grow in your business. Results post. Day 4, day 5. Perfect. So these are like actual near. I'm gonna replace these with this actually. Content. Okay. Yeah, let's go 6 through 10. So I'm gonna pull these. Too many tabs open. Okay, so there's content. So then we got 6 through 10, going through day 6 through 10. This is realistically a 21-day launch phase. Okay, there we go. Phase 2. Keep going. Okay. Perfect. Okay, finish it up. Yep. Finish it up. Going days 15 through 21. Okay. And again, I am going to end up going all the way through all of this stuff and like fine tuning it and like the main point of this video is because I really want to showcase the power of like getting the vast majority of your deliverables done, which is absolutely crazy. Like if we actually did this, my business partner, which we have in the past, right? We've done this a few different times. We kicked off our 8-week cash flow class, which was all about this, right? Where we help people launch, conceptualize, create content plans. And we did done for you offer creation and stuff like that. It took me and my business partner hours, probably an hour just to do the offer itself, right? But using something like this, we have a skeleton for 2 different offers in less than an hour, and then I can kind of use my myself to make it better, create it, fine tune it, change the copy, add more context, right? But I'm not starting from a blank canvas anymore, right? And then this is giving me 21-day content plan, right? Utilizing our launch framework and our actual content launch strategies, right? And then what I'm actually going to do is okay, cool, perfect. Now let's map out 30 days of reels and growth content for her. We should lean into top of funnel style content, stories, and personal mom stuff. The goal is to give value, but also build micro authority around okay. I'm gonna stop it because I don't like what it's spitting out. I'm gonna stop it. I want these posts to be as near copy and paste as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna primarily do a little bit of B-roll content for growth, top of funnel views, etc. Perfect. Redo. Okay, B-roll content for growth. And there we go. That is all 30 reels. Again, I'm going to come back through and edit these up. But the thing that blows my mind about this, and I honestly genuinely think this is going to be the direction that online business starts to become, right? In what, 48 minutes, I got 30 ideas, topics, near copy and paste pieces of content, two different variations for course outlines, two outlines for potential offers, and actual personalized content launch plan. They know what to post every single day as they launch their mini course and their offer, from stories, context, results, etc., all completely tailored to the individual that and the business they run. Like, the days of selling generic plug and play type of bullshit is eventually going to become a thing of the past, right? Obviously, as AI gets better, and again, I'm a baby, right? And I crafted all of this stuff in a matter of less than an hour. And one of these things by itself, if I would have done all of it manually, would have taken me over an hour by itself to just write the offer. Now I have, two different offers that are 75-80% of the way done, where I can actually just come in and start editing this and formatting it, and doing the outline and actually figuring out what I want to add or remove. And I can go back and forth with our client to see what they like better, so that way we can get a better direction of what they want to go, without spending 6 hours having this great idea and then having to change it anyways, right? The days of surface level information and selling surface level information online is essentially, in my opinion, going to become a thing of the past. People want the personalization, they want the proximity, they want the actual individualized personalization of their business, not like my version of my copy and paste business, right? Again, I know this video isn't super like groundbreaking or anything like that, but I genuinely wanted to like just record a little bit of over the shoulder process for something that we've been using, custom GPTs, custom AI, inside of our business to provide better services to our clients, to work less, to actually give more to our clients without having to crazily increase our prices. Because it's absolutely, it blows my mind, right? Like, again, and I was a very AI, very AI resistant, right? I didn't log into Chat GPT until a couple months ago, but now we have multiple custom projects, custom GPTs that we've built to accelerate certain areas of our business. And it's a fucking wild time that we live in. If you are not using it to enhance your business or areas of your business, you're seriously missing out. And I'm not saying you got to use it for every single thing. Don't become super reliant on it, and like you got to ask it if it's okay to drink this milk or whatever. Um, but it is going to really, really create a big gap in the market from the people who are actually good at what they do, and they encapsulate that in AI that their clients can use, and people that don't use it, or people that also uh, aren't good at what they do. Like realistically, again, you're not gonna be able to just go in and spit out uh, the best business plan if you've never built a business, right? Or if opening a GPT account and expecting it to give you all this stuff when it doesn't have any context, right? The way that we're using AI primarily is custom trained GPTs, personalized templates. As you guys watch me using this video, I'm literally using our own templates and frameworks that we've used to launch every product we've ever put to market. We've taken one product to $1 million. We sell coaching packages for $7,500 plus. We sell digital products that are less than $10 and everything in between using the same exact framework, content frameworks, offer launch frameworks, mini course maps, like all the stuff that we've actually been using in business, we encapsulate into AI and get it to create frameworks and formulas to actually just recreate those processes in our business. That's all I got for you guys today. If you made it all the way to this end of this video, drop your favorite emoji in the chat so that way I know you made it. And you guys have an awesome rest of your day or morning, night, whenever you're watching this video. I don't know why I always start my videos, end my videos like that, but yeah, see you guys in the next one.